Hey, I'm Chris with PearsonCopy.com, and I am here to help your brand make more sales with email. As a part of my 100 emails in 100 days breakdown challenge, I'm breaking down an email from a brand called Lomi. And I picked this email because specifically it's a second email in a welcome series, and it's actually a direct message from a CEO. And this email actually follows a lot of the principles that I encourage my brand clients to actually take when it comes to welcome series. They do send out this email from CEO. It is actually from the CEO here. There are a few pieces I would tweak and change, but overall, I think this is a great approach. It's a great start. With that being said, I'll go ahead and dive in. So, like I said, this is a message from our CEO. So they position this as from the CEO, from our CEO, not from the CEO. So that's a distinction here we have to make. I would test saying, "Hey, this is a message from Matt, our CEO," or "Hello from our CEO." Like some other brands have done that I've shared here on the channel. So go find those. But yeah, this is a message from our CEO. So I think that they're moving in the right direction because it is from a person instead of a brand. And so that just the concept there with the message in the email coming from an actual person. That's what I'm getting at here. The next piece here, the from name and from email. They're actually using from Lomi, the brand name, and then also the hello at meetlomi.com. My final piece on this is I would say, hey, test this email against another one that says a message from Matt, our CEO, or hey, I'm Matt, nice to meet you, and just make this message actually from Matt as opposed to from the brand saying, hey, Matt said this. So just something to test there. Logo brand name here, really easy to get past. Once you see it, it's like, oh, Lomi, yep, in the right spot, keep moving. And then it dives right into a couple paragraphs here of just plain text, which I think is fantastic. I think the way that this text was written was actually pretty great. I'm going to go through each section here and just kind of point out some things that I noticed. So yeah, hey there. So that's conversational. I believe Lomi does ask for your first name, but they did not use it here. So that's something that maybe we could talk about. Is maybe they've tested this, maybe they haven't. But typically, a simple personalization of like, hey there, Chris, or hey there, whatever somebody's name is, does increase engagement and it increases clicks. But they may have tested that and said that we don't need that. It's actually better if we don't do that. So just something to keep in mind here with personalization. Also, if you switch it up and just say hey there or hey Chris or hi there, hello there, whatever it may be, just switch up that initial hello at the beginning of emails can keep things fresh for people because they don't see hey there Chris every single time. They think, oh yep, same email, and their brain gets into a pattern. But if you can say different things here at the start, it could be a nice little very, very small pattern interrupt to get people into your email. Next, the first paragraph or first sentence here. As many of you already know, it's more important than ever to start making big changes to help our planet. So the general statement that we have to make big changes to help our planet, that is a truth. It's a truth statement, right? And that's what he's doing to bring the people that are who signed up for this or most likely some people that want to help the planet. And his product helps do that. So he makes that truth statement at the beginning, and he moves into since you signed up to be part of the Lomi community. We know you're already a huge advocate for helping our planet become a better place, or as we like to say, leave the global campsite better than you found it. So, true statement of we want to help make big changes to help our planet. And he says, "Hey, I know that if you agree with that, then I know you're the right person, and this is the right brand because we can do that with my products." And then the image here of the global campsite. So if you've ever been camping, you always leave the campsite better than you found it when you're leaving. And that right there just put an image in my head. This is a great line right here. Leave the global campsite better than you found it. Like that just puts a very familiar, very visceral image in my head of what a campsite, like a campsite is, and that concept of leave it better than you found it. I think it's a great line. I would even consider potentially using this as a subject line or a preview text or something like that, just to get it, just to pull that out. That might be the lead that they buried in this email, as this is the concept and angle that they could tie to this whole mission of helping the planet become a better place. Really like this. And then the next sentence here, Lomi has a total game changer, or sorry, Lomi is a total game changer because it's something you can do as an individual to truly help. So he goes from general truth statement to I know you're the right person, you're in the right place, that this is the type of community you're for, and then he speaks directly to the individual. So he goes from general to specific with his copy and the way he moves into his message, which I think is very, very smooth. And then he goes into here, Lomi was made to reduce your kitchen waste up to 50%, can reduce your food waste by up to 50%, buy yes, even meat, 50% buy yes, even meat and dairy, as well as Lomi approved compostable bioplastics, making it the very first of its kind. So mentioning here the benefit, or sorry, the features, and also that it's the very first of its kind. So it's brand new. And it's something that if you had on your counter in your kitchen, it's a talking point for people, right? It's like, oh, this is brand new. It's first of its kind. It does these things. I'm in. So again, general statement, community statement, individual, and then the actual product. And he moves through that into the sales message here. He says, with Lomi, you can actually change the world at the push of a button. So again, ease of use and convenience. All you have to do is put stuff in it and push a button, and you're changing the world. He ties the general mission statement to his product very, very well here. This is a great, great set of copy. And then here it says, your support means the world to us. You really are the best community we could have hoped for. And he ties that back to the community and what you're trying to do for the world and what the world needs. Sincerely, Matt, founder and CEO at Lomi. Order your Lomi. So again, I think overall this copy is fantastic. I think that there's a good global campsite image here. The flow from general to specific and then into the product, and tying that back to the community, back to the world, back to the individual. I think this copy does a great job for those reasons. As we're moving down the email here, we get into from let's see here, from waste to dirt in as little as 4 hours. So this is a feature benefit here, basically statement. It says, hey, this is what Lomi does. Magic or science, Lomi reduces your waste by using heat abrasion, good old oxygen, so you can, and it tells you what it does. So this is the mechanism behind the solution. So this is something a lot of brand emails miss, is they don't talk about how the solution actually works. So the framework or the mechanism behind it, or the moving parts that actually make the solution happen. And I think Lomi does a great job here because it reduces your waste by using heat, abrasion, and good old oxygen, so you can and achieve these things, which are the outcomes, right? This is the solution mechanism section, and I think they do a great job. And again, reduce your kitchen waste, reduce your carbon footprint, easily create nutrient-rich dirt for your plants. These are all outcomes that you could get by using Lomi. And if you care about any of this stuff, this is the product to get there. So find out how you can be a part of the solution to one of our world's biggest problems. Again, he's tying it back to the world problem and community and the mission to make the planet a better place. And then if you are still questioning if you should buy it or not, they do a soft CTA, as I would call it, and say learn more about Lomi, and you can go learn more about the product before you actually click buy. So something else here to mention is he general to specific with the customer, right? And the first CTA is to order it. So if after this letter you're ready to order, you can do it now. If you're still like, I'm not really sure, I don't really know how it works, here's a solution and the mechanism behind it. If you want to learn more, go learn more, because there's more to share. Like this product is more than this section, and there's a ton more you can learn, so you know exactly what you're getting and why. I think that this email overall is a fantastic use of copy, and I think Matt and his team over at Lomi did a great job pulling this together. And then finally, you have your image of Lomi here, standard social icons and footer information. Overall, I think that if you are unsure or want to change up your email marketing when it comes to sending emails that are plain text, or just get away from the design heavy stuff and test some other stuff, test some other approaches, this right here is a great email to add. It's kind of I guess you can call it the from the CEO or founder email. And I think this is a great example of that. Go ahead and see if you could do this, and with the insights you've pulled out of this, and take it back to your brand and see if you can make more sales with this type of email. Otherwise, check out my other videos on YouTube, my 100 emails in a 100-day breakdown challenge, and check those out and get some more insights to take it back to your brand and your customers. With that being said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.